Let's fire up the tap.
And we are live. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another Jedi Academy, the show where we are here to answer your questions about Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. I'm your host, Ranger J 1999, welcoming you here on a Saturday. You can be anywhere else, but you're here with us, and we're here to drop the knowledge on you. Well, some of us are here to drop the knowledge on us. The rest of us are just going to make up shit and tell you what it really means. But glad to have you guys here. We got the panel. I'll introduce the panel here in a moment, but shout out to everybody in the chat. Glad to have you guys here, and the way the show works is pretty simple. You have questions. We hopefully have the answer that you need for Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. And the way it works is if you have a question you would like to pose to us, and I'm kind of running solo today for a little bit until Finn gets a little bit more rest from working on the video that we put out yesterday about Jedi Luke, which I'm sure we will discuss him in nauseum today. So we give the guy a little break. But if you have a question, put it in the chat. Make sure you put question in front of your statement, the word question. If you don't, if you just put a question into the chat, then I'm going to miss it. And that's not on me, that's on you. So don't get butthurt if you don't get your question done. And the other thing too is there's a limited time on how long we'll do the show. So if you have a question, it behooves you to get your question in sooner rather than later, because we do have a cutoff. And if your question doesn't get answered, that's okay. Probably most times we answer a question that you may have from somebody else that you're thinking the same thing or want to ask. So take that into consideration. So that's kind of how it all works. It's pretty simple, straight to the point. Get your questions in. I've got Nightbot ready. We're ready to rock and roll and start seeing if let me see if it's working. Let me give it a test here. Giving a test from Nightbot. Okay, Nightbot work. Why are you not working? Oh boy, this could get ugly. I'm gonna have to do this old school. All right, so Nightbot doesn't want to work. You know what? Let me log out and then log back in. See, sometimes you have to trick Nightbot because Nightbot wants to be a little mouthy. And you're like, you know what, Nightbot? I've had enough of your lip. Just gonna kick your ass.
Speaking of mouthy.
Howdy fucking doody.
Oh no! Oh no!
Bang!
One A!
Ranger.
One A!
Ranger.
No!
I'm
You're
sorry
wasted
to
today.
hijack Academy quickly, but will you please sing the Sweary Daughter song? Because she never hears it.
Okay.
I got a headphone in
She's
now.
got a headphone in.
All right. Well, you know my name is Sweary, and I like to do swearing. I like to swear all day long, so come and do swearing with me. Come and do swearing with me.
The accent is perfect.
I know. I have skills.
I like to do swearing.
That's right. All right, so this Nightbot's not working. That sucks ass for me. Sorry, their sweary daughter. I'm cussing at our
Yeah,
equipment.
stealing my thunder.
Well, I like to drop F-bombs too, you know. I mean, I'm kind of known for it. I just
Oh shit.
yeah, see. No. All right.
Oh, we started off with a bang, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Howdy doody.
It's what
It's on
Sweary
like Donkey
does.
Kong here.
All right, let me
Ask him for 2 lugs and a packet of crisps. He's Aussie. He's a barman.
Oh. When I think of Aussies, I think of put the shrimp on the barbie.
Oh,
God.
Yeah.
No.
That's racist enough. Well done.
Do it.
It's,
Sledge him.
it's,
Sledge him.
it's not racist, is it?
Huh? No, not if they're Australian. It's never racist.
I mean, if,
Australian.
you know, because Sweary is, you know, I'm going to be nice to Sweary. If it was Nev here saying that type of shit, that's a whole different story. I'd be going hard after him. But see, I have, I'm a gentleman. Even though you think I'm a scummy convict from down under, I can have.
No, mate, we know you
bit of
got there for the price of a loaf.
Well, it was a bloody good loaf. Let's be clear. It was magnificent stuff.
Were we
great.
talking wholemeal?
Oh. No, not wholemeal. It was multigrain. It was freaking beautiful. Anyway,
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
it's the good
Brain
stuff.
always gets you.
It's so nice.
It's so
I like
nice.
the big walnut.
Hey, while
That's
you
the
get that
best
going, Ranger, can I just cut in here quickly, man, if you don't mind?
I do mind, so let me introduce you first. Look who it is,
Okay,
everybody.
fine.
It's Heinzie from Down Under. Now you can see it.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah, good, man. Good. Just a quick one. I saw a question there. Someone asked if I've been to Bondi. Kessel asked if I'd been to Bondi Beach before. The answer to that is yes. It is a beautiful place. I looked magnificent running up and down that beach in the Mankini, let me tell you. It was
No, that's wrong.
was so good. Oh,
So nice.
took me a while to get rid of those tan
Oh.
lines. It's a whole different story.
Oh,
Well,
why
so
did
the
you
first.
put that image in my
It just
head?
you can't unsee certain things.
You
All
can't
right.
unsee that.
Yeah, it's in your brain. You just start thinking like, oh God, this like.
So
Anyone struggling
nice.
to picture
I'm just
it,
thinking
just
of
watch
Heinze
Borat.
running down the
So
beach
nice.
like
Just
Baywatch.
imagine slow-mo
So it looks like a bag of
Baywatch.
rocks, in his ass. Ugh, this is
All lobstered out.
yeah.
Ugh.
Hubba hubba.
All right, so get your questions in. I'm doing this old school. I'm gonna have to copy and paste this stuff because Nightbot sucks. Thanks, Nightbot.
I
All
blame
right.
Finn.
Let's introduce the first person you heard, of course, is Mike Hunt with Sweary daughter. So good morning, Michael and Sweary.
Good morning.
Are you gonna be here to answer questions for the panel and stuff for Mike, or what are you doing, Sweary?
Probably not.
Oh.
At the moment, my dad's crouching down next to me and we're sharing like wired headphones.
Oh well, okay. All right. So there we
I
go.
just wanted to, yeah. Go on, give me a headphone
Oh,
back. Say
yeah,
goodbye.
yeah.
Say
Bye.
goodbye.
Bye,
That's
Sweary.
not the
Bye,
way you say
Sweary.
goodbye. Say goodbye properly.
I can't.
What?
Swear.
Oh,
No. What?
have
Ah!
a good fucking day, everyone.
No! Damn it!
Brilliant.
I'm sorry, but I mean, she's Sweary's daughter. To be polite, it was just like, no, that's wrong. Okay, she's
Got
gone now.
point.
I just want, I just brought her in on the beginning of the
thank
show.
you. Thank you, Mike.
You're welcome.
Yeah, asshole. We also introduced Heinze. We also have the Nev here from the Escape Podcast.
Hello, governors.
Hello. We also have recently escaped Psycho from prison. Good old Maurice, looking very disheveled there. Good old Maurice, what happened to your hair, man? Did you use too much product? What the hell's going on?
Hello.
There it is. I was just waiting for him to go, hello, Ranger.
Hello. Now this guy's an inspiration to our community, and basically a challenge you to step your rant game up.
Shit, he ain't
I
got
posted this video.
Please.
I posted this video in your Discord the other day. It's an epic rant, and also an inspiration to for all of us to self-edit our profanity when speaking.
Except for at the end.
Yeah.
That was the best
Also,
bit.
you've seen this, yes.
He censored the whole thing. He censored every F-bomb except for right at the very end. He just let one rip anyway. He didn't care less.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I'm glad somebody else has seen this. I'm not.
Yeah, it
just...
was quality, man. Oh, it was an epic rant. I was all over it. Someone sent it to me, said, dude, you need to see this. And yeah, honestly, it was absolutely epic. I don't know if, it's just, you should put in RSG somewhere in the server, man. And honestly, it's something to behold, let me tell you.
All right, so I'm scooping up questions old school. Also, I want to introduce, we have the lovely Jedi Master Dasha here with us. Hello, Jedi Master Dasha.
Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Oh, I am fantastic.
I bet you are. I know why. We'll get into that here in a second. Programming note, we got a big day of streaming here on RSG, so going to do the Jedi Academy. Right after that, I'm going right into my GAC. Going to knock that out real quick. And then right after that, I'm going for Jedi Knight Luke. So that'll be where Ranger's life ends over. Yeah, oh boy. I was going to do it yesterday, but I just could not get those final 6 pieces I needed for Leia. Goddamn finisher pieces were nowhere to be found. I'm like, well, shit. So I have to do it today, but that's fine. I've got 2 bottles of bourbon and enough painkillers to get through the 6 to 9 hours. And
I didn't have the patience to wait, so I just refreshed the stores so I could buy this stuff. I was like, I know I have a week, but this is a Jedi that I want right now.
That's right. Yeah. No willpower whatsoever. Jedi Master Dad's like,
Pretty much.
Mine. All right. So before we get into the questions, I'm scooping them up. Get your questions in. Let's talk about the Jedi Knight Luke event. It's here. I will be doing it today. I did watch. We do have a video out on anybody that's trying to get Jedi Knight Luke that was posted this morning on the different phases, modding, everything. Finn put that out there. So if you need help with that, you can go check that out. So that's there. Watching Loki, we did it live when it came out the day of with Loki. So if you want to check that out, you can as well. I gotta say, again, when when CG's wrong, I let them have it, right? But when they get it right, they get it right. I think the event's pretty cool. I gotta say, it's pretty badass, man. I really liked it. I mean, it looks badass. I'll have fun playing it. I know it's the difficulty. I think like tier 5 or whatever it is. There's a little bit of a hiccup there, but it's just a matter of adjusting your mods and stuff and understanding a little bit.
Absolutely. That's where the minimums, you can get away with the minimums, which is nice. And it was a very refreshing, fun event. I mean, the Galactic Legend event was kind of a low bar though, but this was a really nice. I was pleasantly surprised at how enjoyable this was.
Yes. I think everybody's given that same kind of sentiment, but I'll just not speak for everybody. Heinzie, what do you think of the event?
Yeah, man. We hit that up your time last night. We did it live on Harpoons and Beer after the GAC. We had fun actually with big shout out to my boy Fulbright actually from Shadowlands. Was sitting in the cockpit with me. And we went through it all. We knocked it out in about 3 hours, which was great. Unlocking, all done. Pretty happy with it. Yeah, mods are certainly really key. I just went in with the mods that I thought would work, and then we ended up having to tweak a few things and got it done pretty quick, which was great. So this event, everyone's saying it's a knee-jerk reaction. I disagree. The actual cinematics and the work involved in it certainly they put a bit of time into making it look as good as it did. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yes, I can't wait to play.
They got it right. It certainly is something that they've spent a bit of time on, whether it's now, before, or earlier, or whenever. But a lot of work has gone into getting it to that point. And yeah, it visually it looked fantastic. It hit me in the feels. It's probably the best way to put it. Hit all the sentimental buttons that I wanted to hit. So pretty happy with it, really.
All right, good, Maurice. Your thoughts on world peace. What do you think, man? Jedi Jesus Christ.
It was
the
good.
main topic of the hour, man. Come on.
It was basically just copying what Haji said. There's no way, if anybody thinks this is a knee-jerk reaction, there's no way. Like the backgrounds are super awesome. All the cinematics were very good for what the game's capable of doing, right? Like, I mean, it was a nice event. I like the event. I like the event a lot. Well, it's easy for me to say because I got the character, but if for those that can't get it this time, you can get it next time. You really can go in with the bare minimum.
Yes.
It's not like Gas event where 17,700 GP character, but you really need Relic 5. Like it's actually you can do it at R3. Tier 5 might take you some time, but you can definitely get in there and do it. You'll have to mod your characters maybe a little differently than you would traditionally mod them for some of the levels, but it's totally achievable at R3, and I think that's pretty swell. So overall, I like the event a lot.
All right, Mike, did you get the Jedi Knight Luke, and what did you think?
So I think the best answer for me is with that event, I didn't feel like having to moo at all, whereas I'm mooing constantly with Galactic Legends. The Galactic Legends just feels like a complete cash grab by the devs or whoever controls everything. Whereas the Luke event, the only mods I think I moved were some on Rolo. I just made her a bit quicker. But other than that, I just stuck with what I had. I was able to do it. It was very enjoyable. The cinematography and everything in it is fabulous, and yeah, it's what all events should be like. An experience that is challenging but also visually pleasing, and and a sense of achievement at the end of it. With the Galactic Legends event, it just feels like it's a case of, do you just want my bank account? It's like, what the hell. This was good, really good.
All right, Nev, I know did you get Jedi Luke? I don't think you have, but...
No, unfortunately.
But you have seen
not going
the
to get it
events,
this time
and
around.
I'm sure
But I have seen the events, yes. There's, I would simply parrot what everybody else has said. Having watched other people do it, some great cinematics in there, some lovely little gems in there. One of the gems was, did my eyes deceive me, or was Chewie carrying a busted C-3PO on his back?
Oh God, I saw that. I was like, that's so good. Although Leia in that, they busted up Leia, man. What the hell did they do to Leia? I saw the Chewie and 3PO. I'm like, that is fun. It looks fun. And then Leia, what she can do is fun. It's right out of Battlefront 2, that version with some of the stuff she does with the thermals and stuff. But, man, they busted up her face, man. You can't do that to Leia. Come on, man.
Did you watch Gom's stream? There were some really dodgy noises, and he was locked on Rolo's ass for a long, long time. Way too long to do speech marks. I was modding. No, you weren't modding, mate. You were doing something else.
Yeah. Just take a break, T-Money. Do one of your spin wheels while I stare at this digital character's ass for a few minutes.
Yes. All right, so we'll probably get more into Luke himself and the character and things of that nature and the questions. Let's start. I'm just going to work my way left to right. I saw Finn's in the chat. Finn, fix goddamn Nightbot. Stupid ass thing's not doing the 20th. Dumb Nightbot. All right. Let me see here. Give me a second, guys. I apologize. I'm really doing old school shit here. I'm engineering this right up my ass. Actually, I'm going to go with Jedi Master Dasha first because this is a Luke question, and I know she's just itching to do this. So Nathan H question first, Jedi Master Dasha, and we'll throw this out to anybody who wants to pipe in. Question: what are effective counters to a Jedi Knight Luke team that is placed on defense? What do you think?
Well, I'm probably the wrong person because I'm using him on offense for all my testing right now.
I know, but if you saw it on defense, what would you think?
Oh, I see. Like, good question. I guess it depends who he's with, too, of course. But in general, like Padme can pretty much take on everything short of Galactic Legends. So I'd probably give that a try. Have good survivability and the cleansing, and you can put a lot of different characters with Padme. And then probably Ivo first. That's another solid medic or short of Galactic meta killer team. So I'd probably go overkill, take no chances instead of trying to figure out a lesser counter at that point in time. But I do plan on that, seeing what all can be used, because then that also helps with forming a stronger Jedi Knight Luke team as well. Like, okay, what's beating it? Can we stop what's beating it? But that would be my first inclinations, just like the strong go-to teams to just take no chances on this guy. But yeah, like I said, I'm mainly the offense testing galore that I'm doing right now, so someone else can jump in on that if they have fought a Jedi Luke in Arena already or anything.
Well, total speculation. Yeah. I mean, I think I haven't fought one, but I do think just slower teams in general are going to be okay. I think Freya, like if you mod up Freya, Scion, Nihilus, maybe for real heavy crit avoidance, they have a chance. Because the problem what's going to be is Hermit Yoda is like the 10th fastest character in the game. He's going to go first and basically call everybody to assist, and Luke's going to get his turn anyway. So, I think with Freya though, especially, it should they should initially just instantly cleanse that stun and the vulnerable debuff that you get, right? So that might be an option. It's gonna be tough getting sick. Yeah, so I think Freya lead has some potential. You're probably going to need year 13 relics with high critical points.
You'll need survival, that's for sure.
Yeah, you're not running your gear 12 Freyas. Like, I don't think that's going to cut it. But I think there's a chance there. Total speculation. So we'll go
absolutely.
Definitely.
That's what I'm saying. Like, until we could actually do battles, which this upcoming territory wars could be interesting.
Yes. Yeah, this next territory war in the first couple rounds of the next Grand Arena are going to be real telling of how good he actually is. Because we're going to see a lot of them on defense, especially in territory wars. Yeah. So we'll see.
All right, let's go to the next question. I got Nightbot working now, so that's good. Give me a second here. Get rid of this crap. Come on. There we go. First question from Brian Bodie for Heinesse. It says, question, has Heinesse ever not preloaded turn meter? All right, and then your real question, they're going to ask, Heinz. I don't even know why you make that face. It's just what they're going to ask, man. Just get used to it. Like, it's like...
Full clear, boys. Enough said.
We're fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's
how
fine.
are you?
Everything. We're not going to lose our composure. We're not going to lose our composure.
That's right. Just think of Vegemite. Huzzah.
Marmite.
No, it's crap.
But the other question from Brian Bodie is, what are your thoughts on the Bulldog? He put ass clownery, but
yeah,
we'll go with
this
controversy.
is with him with Arnold using the band account, was it, or a band account to do the event?
I don't know if it was
that
a
what we're
band
talking
account or if it was.
It was an account that had been banned. Not it
Yeah.
wasn't. Obviously, it wasn't banned at the time, or he wouldn't have been
Yeah.
able to showcase that account.
Yeah.
It had done the crime and served its time. You know,
and released back
So-
in the wild again.
and then it was back out in there in the game again. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. I mean, that's a good little middle finger, isn't it? To be honest, to stick it up yours to our friends at CG, of course. But yeah, look, at the end of the day, hey, we've talked about that enough in the last 2 weeks. I don't know if we want to keep going there, do we? Let's
Not
be
so
honest,
much
I'm a
that,
bit over
just,
it.
you know, I'll respond to this. Look,
Yeah.
Bulldogs is entitled to his opinion just like everybody else. If you don't like
Cool.
it, you don't like it. If you agree
Cool.
with him, you agree with him, right?
Yeah.
Enough said. Like, you know, Bulldog is going to speak his mind, and whether you like it or not, he has a right to do it. If you think he's wrong,
We all
you
do.
think he's wrong.
Yeah.
If you think he's right, you think he's right. I mean, I'm not going to get into the middle of that. I mean, he's stating what he thinks is an issue.
Yeah,
Whether you agree with it or not is
yeah.
So
Yeah, opinions are like haircuts. Everyone's got a different one. So, the good thing is that everyone's allowed to say what they want, which is a great society that we live in right now that we can do that.
Yep. So you know, make up your mind. Make up your own mind. Go ahead, Mike.
I took one issue with. I don't have any problem whatsoever with Arnold's content. I think he's fantastic. He is a real entertainer, and I'm not knocking him. Except I didn't spend any money on it. I mean, a shit ton of money was spent to unlock JKL, and it just seems like, yes, but I didn't spend it. I just accessed someone's account who did. And I take issue with that because that's kind of alluding that you didn't need to spend anything to unlock JKL. And
Well,
there's not many
depends how you
players in
interpret what he's
game
saying, yeah.
that
I mean,
didn't spend to get. And that just seemed, you know, and he's saying that to 18,000 people watching. I mean, it's fantastic stream, really entertaining. So I'm just being careful here because I'm not knocking him. I just question, you know, I didn't spend, I just accessed account on someone who did spend. And that's the only thing that I took exception to. It was like,
okay.
that was a lost leader or a clickbait or whatever, wasn't it? It was like, you don't need to spend to unlock.
Well, it
Yeah,
depends
you
on how
do,
you
because
interpret it. Yeah.
everyone that hasn't unlocked hasn't spent.
Yeah, you can interpret it that way. I'd interpret it that way. So, you know,
Yeah.
but I can see where you're coming from. Absolutely. Anybody else? Nope. All right, let's move on. Let me see here. Next question.
I don't even know what you guys are talking about. So
The Bulldog Arnold thing.
yeah, okay, let's move on. Yes.
Yeah. All right, we'll move on to Nev next. Let's see here. Well, Mike, someone said, what does Swery think of Jedi Knight Luke's eyebrows? We don't have her, so we'll have to come back to that.
I will get the answer before the end of the stream.
Yes, Nev. So here's your question, Nev. From Plasma 1972 says, I'm 2.5 million GP. Should I hoard get one for gas or use it for Herman Yoda and Mark V stun guns?
I would go for Hermit Yoda so that you can get Jedi Knight Luke, and you could spend it on gear if gear is what you need for some of your characters, because at 2.5 you're getting to those high divisions. You're going to be in around Div 4, Div 5 area. So you're going to need to gear your characters. So stun guns are going to be really, really important just to get some of your squads over that last hump, because around that 2.5 you've got a lot of A teams but your B teams are going to be weak. They're going to be around the 70k mark. So very, very important, especially for GAC and for TW, that you just get over that last hump and get some of those gear 10s and gear 11s, 211s and 12s in preparation for doing gear 13. So yeah, I would go with Hermit Yoda and the stun guns if you are not already 100% ready to go for gas.
There you go. All right, next question. We are going to go to Gom, and the question is from Jedi Gunny 1216. Question: I unlocked Cam this TB. Best team to use him in now for GAC?
At 4 stars, you're gonna have a hard time using it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's there's lots of options, I guess, but you're probably going to need to develop Galactic Republic Jedi. Right, so yeah, I think you're going to need at least one of the more obscure Jedi, like Imagundi, Luminara, Jedi Knight Guardian. Like, you're going to need some obscure character, I think, to really
Kid Fister.
hit Fister. I think Qui-Gon Jinn is a good option for leadership because that's a character. Those that like yourself that have played a long time have at least year 11, year 12. I'd kind of pass this off to Adastra if she has any suggestions. Mine's like 4. I think it's 5-star, and I've got maybe gear 10 on it. It's just so far away for me. I haven't really put too much thought into it. Barris is good, but I don't know.
All right.
I'd be happy to elaborate.
Yeah, get in there. This is your question.
No, you're on the right track, though. Focus on the Galactic Republic Jedi so you can have an extra team instead of taking away from the other B teams that are already established. So Qui-Gon Jinn lead or GK lead are your 2 solid ones to go with him. And then Varys, or Zaris rather, and Ayla have been my 2 favorites to go with him as well. Because the damage, you'd be surprised. My Zaris is Relic 7, so she's gonna dish out even more damage. But I laugh every time she one-shots something. Like, it's just so satisfying to see Zaris actually killing something.
How much is her basic doing? Just out of curiosity, like with Cam.
Let's see. I'm so overdue.
I mean, can we expect like 40k plus?
Yeah, it's like 30k, 40k.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
Attacking. Because it depends on their armor and other. It's been pretty fun. And then you have the more obscure ones like Kit, and Plo is actually pretty decent too. So you can form, but you need these characters. This is basically your B team Jedis that you have just sitting around. Otherwise, he's just gonna be benched if you don't have these other characters. So that being said, he can just pair with Grandmaster Yoda. Like, he doesn't have to be in an all Galactic Republic team. It's just that's when he gets the best benefits, the extra bonuses, the plus 30 speed and whatnot. But you can just have him with Grandmaster Yoda, and it bumps up Grandmaster Yoda's damage. Like, I did that for fun with the Jedi Knight Revan team. Jedi Knight Revan, Grandmaster Yoda, and Cam. And Grandmaster Yoda was just deleting people. Like, it was pretty cool.
All right. All right, we have a bunch of questions all over the place. A lot of them for Jedi Master and Dash here. Before we get to that, we've got the Smithy D is here. Master Skywalker, what are we going to do this too many?
Good effort, I think.
What's going on, Smithy?
How's everyone doing?
We're doing good. What about you? You get
good?
that Jedi Luke?
Nah.
He's going to be your first relic, right? Or what? Requirements would be your first relic.
Don't worry, Smithy. I'm doing the event today. You can hang out, and you can live vicariously through me as I suffer through it. So, for Jedi Luke. So,
yeah, I think I'm too far from Jedi Luke, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think I might just go after Kylo Ren. Supreme Leader Kylo Ren.
Right,
yeah,
cool.
I liked Kylo Ren in the movies. It's the only really character I liked. Him and Poe.
That's pretty cool.
He will show you the
very
dark
good
side.
character.
Yes,
that was it.
It's a very good character in this game, so
yeah,
not
it's
a
pretty
bad
amazing.
choice.
It's not a bad choice. Yeah. All right, we got a bunch of questions here for Jedi Master Dash. So what I'm going to do is some of these she's going to answer. I'll have the panel jump in and give their thoughts. So the first one is what else in E3 question is Lady Dash's Luke Relic 7 already? And if not, why not?
Yes, he's Relic 7.
Of course. What about everybody else? Where's your Jedi Luke? Heinze, you haven't Relic yet?
Yeah, as I said, I only unlocked it a few hours ago, and I haven't been to bed yet, and I'm still drinking, so I'll get to that tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's sitting at about Gear 8, Gear 9 at the moment on a Koro wall, which I need to deal with and rail a bit harder, so I'll be working on that.
Yeah, I know when I unlock it, I'll get him like Gear 8 or Gear 9, but I'm completely tapped out. So, but I'll farm him. Take me a couple days, to get into relics.
Yeah, the gear crunch on it. I expected as much, but yeah, all those Byro tech and other things.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah,
it's
especially after you just relic 9 characters and stuff. You're like, Jesus Christ.
Unfortunately, these days, any new character, you expect a ridiculous amount of Koros in it, whether you like it or not. I think you just have to expect it. Simple as that.
Yeah. What about you, Mikey?
Yep.
Mine's R4 at the moment. He'll be R5 later on today, possibly R6. I'm not sure what
you mean R7
materials of
R7M.
Oh no, he will. He will. He'll definitely be going R7.
Listen, Jedi Master Dasher, we got your take. We know yours is Relic 7. Let's let everybody else tell where they're at. What about you, Gom?
But then I got an R7 IG88. Just for the ship.
Wait a minute. Gom, is that Corey Feldman you've got a picture of right there?
Yeah, that's who Luke looks like in game.
Okay.
Go in there and spin him around, and you'll be like, wow, that's Corey Feldman.
Amazing.
Which I think is phenomenal.
Where's your Luke at, Gom?
He is Gear 12. I actually had the finisher in one of the right side pieces. I don't have any of the left side pieces. He takes those two, the gold grilled teeth looking pieces, and I don't have any of that stuff. So I should be able to farm that up in time for GAC. And then I should be able to take him to Relic 5-ish. I might have to farm for a little bit of those Relic 7 components.
Yeah.
The ones right before the Zen Biddles, the little gold and silver disc. I don't think I have any of those. So
okay.
Yeah, so hopefully in time for GAC.
And then Mike put a question here for Jedi Master Dash. We'll just get through this one really quick. Mike's an idiot.
No.
He said, Jedi Knight.
This is from Mike. I can guess.
Yeah, what do you think he wrote? Mike Hunt. What did Mike Hunt write to you as a question, Jedi Master Dash Joe?
Love the name.
He says, Jedi Knight Luke, front or rear?
I knew it.
If you want to yell at Mike, he's in the Zoom. Go for it. This is why I said I'm reading this.
And my answer is yes.
Yes, there you go, Mike.
Good answer.
Any other brain burners there, Mike? Mr. Potato Head? That's what I thought.
Not yet. I'll probably come up with a few more.
All right.
There's a Highnessy question in there for him.
I'm going to get to Heinze in just a second, but I'm getting through all this. These Jedi Master Dasher questions are coming in hard and fast, man. The other one from Thane Kyrell, who did donate and said, Lady Dasher, how you doing?
Hello.
And then Thane with a question for Lady Dasher says, have you been having fun playing with Jedi Knight Luke's OP-ness? Also, how hard is his OP-ness to beat?
He is quite awesome, yes.
Bet.
That's a good answer, Jedi Master Dasher. Short, concise, to the point. Shut him the hell up. There you go.
He just completely avoids the penis aspect of that
the OP-ness, yeah. No Briere Zagon, he wrote the question, says, can we just have Jedi Master Dasher Theorycraft, Jedi Knight Luke teams for the next hour? No.
I mean, that's why
I
I'm
was
here.
laughing about this with someone else. I need to start thinking about streaming or something that I could just rant about Jedi for like an hour.
We'll get to, sure someone will ask like which teams. Well, I'm sure we'll get that question. All right. Question for you, Gom. Well, actually, we had one for Heinze real quick. Let me get back to that one. So Heinze, question for Heinze. Are you ready for Star Wars Squadrons? We need a squadron up for this game. Yes, yes. I'm ready for this.
Yes. Oh, how good does that damn game look, people?
You know?
Honestly,
I'm getting the virtual stuff. I'm going to be playing virtually for this.
Talk about hitting me in the
So
feels, man.
it'll be me, Heinzie, Thing Hyrel. We need 2 more people we think don't suck.
Grid.
We'll get Grid on there. Yeah.
Grid go all right.
Mike, I've got to say that me, Mike, Smithy D, we're going to get some Brits together so that we can have a bit of an Ashes bash against you Aussies. Heinzie.
Yeah, you get halfway through the battle. You get halfway through the battle and you stop for a cuppa. That's the problem. Yeah. So you know,
like time out, time for tea. Like, nope, sorry, take this proton torpedo right up your ass. That would be fun though. So we'll get the AA team together versus the British Empire team.
Yes,
that'll be a lot.
With the
of fun.
Allies, man, I like it.
Yeah, the Australian American Alliance, AAA.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh no! If the Aussies are allowed ringers, then we're allowed ringers.
I tell you what, Nev, we're gonna have the Ashes, bro.
Oh, we're definitely going to be doing the Ashes. We have to do the Ashes.
Australia versus England. It's a big rivalry over many different forms of sports and all sorts of other bits and pieces. So we definitely.
And then once we retain the Ashes, then you can do. Then we'll do some.
You know who we need to put on our team.
No. With or without ball tampering this time.
Heinzie, you know who we need as a ringer? We're gonna get Sweary Daughter.
Sorry?
We're going to get Sweary Daughter on our team.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Bring some He's got Zoom as well, I believe.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
It's so nice.
So nice.
It's so nice.
And then?
And then, if you say, and then one more time, I'm going to come through there and beat you to death.
Scotland is going to be sick. It is going to be magnificent. I like the graphics. It looks magnificent.
Yeah. It does look incredible. Very nice and shiny.
It certainly, gave me the tingles when I saw it. Let's be fair. It's got a lot going for it.
Who here played Rogue Squadrons back in the day? Come on now.
Oh, hell yeah.
Come on. Yeah. I played the shit out of that.
Yeah. I brought a laptop just to play that.
Yeah. God damn. I love that game. I played the hell out of it. All right.
What was the N64 one? That's the one I used to play.
Yeah, there was with the
Naboo Starfighter.
Yeah, there's been so many ship games that have come out from Star Wars, and it's so iconic, and I love it. So, all right, so let me go to the next question from Finity to you, Gom. Finity's supposed to be getting a rest, but he's not. Fail. But he says, for Gom, with the requirements of Jabba and Ewoks for the Luke event, do you feel you were justified in quitting the game?
Well, let me tell you, because I have no interest in Ewoks. I sure as heck don't have any interest in Jawas. So you know what, CG? You.
Oh God. Mike, I'm just gonna ignore your questions from now on, Mike. Just ridiculous. He goes, Heinzie, Marmite or whatever the shit is.
Bovril.
Yeah, which do you prefer?
I mean, I'd rather have a laxative, to be honest, than those two.
Okay, let's move on. Let's see.
Beefy Bovril. It's not veggie. That's the only thing. Tastes the same as Marmite, though.
All right.
Yeah, Bovril does taste the same as Marmite.
Yeah, tastes like.
All right. Next question for. Well, let me go to one for Smithy here from Thing Kyrell. It says, question for Smithy D. Have you been liking General Skywalker? Do you have General Skywalker, Smithy?
Yeah, General Skywalker's pretty good. I like him with his clones.
Yeah, I know you get back into the game. Well, apparently your daughter or kid does not like General Skywalker.
She don't like anything that takes away Daddy's attention. It's literally nobody can talk to me unless it's MJ. Isn't that right? Literally, it's cries. Doesn't want to share me at all.
Yeah, welcome to fatherhood. All right, next question let's go to Heinzie. And we'll open it up to everybody who wants to jump on this one. From Curtis on Fire says, question, I'm 5.3 million GP with all metas minus Rey. I'm at the same gears with Resistance and Jedi Knight Luke. Should I go either or finish others like GBA, Thrawn, Treyas, Scion to gear 13? So what they're asking is, should they go for the other Galactic Legend or Luke, or should they finish up some teams, like round them off like GBA, characters like Thrawn, Treyas, Scion to gear 13? I know. My answer to
I mean,
this.
I put all my focus into Ray still. You know, she's still very solid, especially for PvP. I mean, let's be honest.
Would you go for Ray or for Luke first?
I'd still go for Ray first,
Yeah.
and then I'd drop back to Luke, which is actually what I did. I mean, I didn't know I was going for Luke until 4 days ago. Let's be clear. But look, Luke, obviously, I just see Ray's still quite solid. I think it just anchors your defense in a lot of your PvP use. I still use, obviously, I may fit Luke in, into an arena team, but I'm still using Ray as my main arena team. Hasn't dropped out of 20. So obviously I'm working on Colo at the moment, and we'll work that out later on down the track. But I mean, the Galactic Legends are still top of the tree, and if you're damn close, you may as well finish that and then roll back onto whatever else you want to farm after that point, if you're that close.
All right. Kazakagi, we'll go to you next, Nev. It says, question, do you think ETH Conf and Mace reworks are coming to make them great with Jedi Luke? So we have Jedi Knight Luke. Do you think we get any Jedi reworks? What do you think?
No, Mace will be a Galactic Legend, and I think we are way off any Galactic Republic reworks. But there is always the possibility. I have postulated that maybe when they bring out this new framework for the game, SWGOH 2, that they may do some kind of balancing act, some kind of equalization across the board. They might do, make characters that are really bad that should be better than they are a little bit better, just to kind of equalize the power creep at the top end of people's rosters when they bring out this new framework. But shy of that, I can't see those weaker Jedi Knights that are Galactic Republic getting a rework, and Mace Windu definitely not. They're gonna, that EA will want to make money from Mace, and they know that people will pay through the nose for him. So I think he'll be a Galactic Legend.
What do you think, Jedi Master Dash? Any Jedi reworks coming, or you think they're going to go a different route with other characters like General Leia or Han from Endor, something to have synergy with Luke?
Considering I've been hoping for Jedi reworks forever, I'm still gonna hope. I mean, I'm never not gonna hope that, they have these, supposedly they've had them completed, and then this new guy just doesn't want them released for whatever reason. We haven't had any reworks since this guy has taken over, I'm pretty sure.
Pretty much.
So it's just forever waiting and hoping. So,
all right, real quick question to anybody. I mean, anybody that's done the Jedi Knight Luke event, I don't know the answer to this. From Jedi Gunny 1216 question: does Wedge need to go to Gear 13 Relic 3 for the Jedi Knight event? No.
Nope.
Okay. That was something somebody said that I was like, really? You got to take him to Relic?
No. I was fearful of that.
Mine's not even Relic. Yeah, you don't need that.
I actually did. No. I did it with Gear 11.
Okay. Someone on Reddit did it with a Gear 9.
Okay, so there you go. All right, next question we will go to. I'm just going down the line. All right, who's got Supreme Leader Kylo? I don't have him. Gom, you've got Supreme Leader Kylo. Jedi Master Dash, you've got Supreme Leader Kylo.
Yes.
Okay. Wait a minute, Loki, you just popped in, you sneaky little bastard. Don't say hi or anything.
When did you pop in?
Yeah, hi my ass. Well, Loki, you're getting the next questions, Mr. Ninja, trying to sneak in here and just hang out like you're not. Well, I was going to kind of open this up, but I'm going to go.
Not ready yet, man.
I don't care. You pop in, you're in, so you shouldn't have popped in. So, Waffle Dolphin question to you, Sir Loki. Anybody else wants to pipe in, they can. It says, I'm 2 battles away from unlocking Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. What is the best way to mod him, and what is the best team comp to run him with? Well, we did a video about this, Loki, but if you want to answer this, you can.
So I mean, for arena right now, like if you want an easy climb,
for the event, I think.
For which one?
For the event, he's 2 battles away from unlocking Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. So this looks like this is a tier 4, 5, 6 question. Like, what is the best way to mod him? What Steam comp to run with him?
Okay. Damn, it's been a while.
We did the video. If you want to go watch the video, you can. But look,
check out our videos. But off top of my head, the one I ran was it was Supreme Leader Kylo lead with the red guy with
Red Lobster
Trooper, Phasma, First Order officer, and it was Hux. That's who I ran. And you just feed a bunch of turn meter to Kylo, so he can siphon and do his AOE and start charging up. And I believe I went after the ads first. I went after Finn first.
You stunned both of them right off the bat, and then you just
you kind of have to, because Finn does the turn meter swap and gets that whole team going. And then he's got the big AOE grenade, so you want to neutralize him first as fast as you can. You are going to proc damage immunity, so you just have to be aware of that. But you got to keep that guy stunned, then go after Poe, and then from that point it's going to be like 1v2 or 1v1 with Rey, and you just keep charging up Kylo and healing him with his own attacks.
Yeah, watch the video. We break down the mods, we break down the strategy for it and stuff, and it worked pretty much most of the time. We had that one or two battles. I think one battle where just bad RNG, and you lost.
I lost like one battle on stream, but you can see why. And you know,
he won all the other ones, but yeah.
yeah.
All right.
That was before the buff too. I'll say that. So we did it before Kylo got buffed, so he got a significant buff from CG, and it should be a lot easier.
All right. Next question. Since we got Loki involved, since he wanted to be all sneaky Pete in here, and keep getting your guys' questions in. We are scooping them up, so go ahead and get those questions in. Next question, we will go to UNEV. Question: any advice for using droids on the highest tiers of today's Ewok event?
Oh God, I'm just trying to remember back to it. Isn't part of the squad a Thrawn requirement? I just remember watching somebody streaming Challenge Tier 1 and Challenge Tier 2, and if memory serves me correct, two of the characters, one's Thrawn and one is BB-8, and doesn't BB-8 just keep spamming for the turn meter on them? So it's make sure that you've got BB-8 in there for the turn meter, and that you've got Thrawn in there so that you can keep those pesky Ewoks under control with the fracture and obviously the turn meter swap. So
Skeletorix did a fantastic video on it.
That was
really good.
Yes.
Really good video.
Really good challenge Tier 1 and Challenge Tier 2 video, so that you know exactly which droids need to be relicked. Because if you use the correct squad makeup, the requirements are actually quite low. I think you only need one or two characters actually relict. It's more about the mods and the sequence that you use the characters. It's time consuming. It's a hell of a time consuming match. But in order to achieve getting it done, I think the hump is it's just that 4 of 8. Once you get past 4 of 8, everything's gravy.
Yeah, the Tebow is a hard one.
The Tebow. Once you get past Killer Tebow.
Save your cooldowns. Save your cooldowns as you're going through the phase 3, so that Thrawn's ready to fracture, and then it's RNG. You need to take out both the Ewok Elders to stop the revives, and then take out Tebow before, because he obliterates anything on that phase.
You really need your General Grievous health modded to buggery, because Tebow will take it in one shot him if he doesn't have the health pool necessary.
All right,
he does.
Question for Heinze real quick: if CG made Star Wars Squadron, what would the game be like?
Sorry, what was that? I missed that question.
Nathan H says CG made Star Wars Squadrons, what would the game be like?
Oh man, you need a pack just to open the game, let alone anything else. There'd be DLC to cost you $4,999 to just download the damn game to start with, and then go from there, I guess.
That's awful, God.
And a $99 pack for every ship.
Okay, we forget about those. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Matthew Child, for you, Lady Adastra, it's a fun question. It says, I put my Gas, Jedi Knight Revan, Padme, GG teams on my front row in JC this week, and my worst 10 tunes on the back row just to show off. For everyone, we'll start with you, Jedi Master. What was the last thing you did in game just to show off? Have you ever showed off? And if you have, what did you do?
Well, I mean, I guess you could say putting all my Jedi on defense is showing off.
That's pretty showing off, yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of fun, though, like, especially in 3v3, because you can actually do every Jedi leader. So, yep, that's definitely times I've shown off, and it's just a fun battle, too. And I always get, if I talk to the opponent, they always appreciate it just because it's so different. That they're like, that was the most fun I've had in a long time. Thank you for setting that. And, and sometimes it trips people up because you never fight some of these teams. They're like, what does this guy do again? So they'll either underestimate it or they'll overkill it. So it's yeah.
All right. Anybody else? Any showing off?
Yeah. I quite often put a roast Tico on defense. I get a good laugh out of that, I'm telling you.
Oh God! What about you, Gom?
I spent 200 crystals and changed my in-game name to 4 inches.
Oh my God!
Worth every crystal.
Yes, I'm a baller.
Shot caller. All right, Nathan H. We're gonna go to the Aussies and Brits on this one because he says, "Question: what are the best chocolate candies from Great Britain and Australia? What's the best ones from Australia? They're
Tim Tam biscuits, chocolate covered biscuits are delicious. They're great.
Right.
Candies. They're Kit Kats, aren't they?
Sorry? No, Kit Kats are different, man. Two different things. Kit Kats are completely different.
All right, so that's
I've had Tim Tams. There's a British equivalent that's not quite as chocolatey, but
yeah. No, these things are beast mode.
Are they penguins? There's something we've got similar.
Probably.
I said Old Jamaica. Old Jamaica chocolate by Cadbury's. It's it's a mass-produced one with a hint of rum and raisins in there. It's rum and raisin chocolate.
No, it's Cadbury's. It's Cadbury's caramel.
There you go.
Oh no, too sweet.
Too sweet for you.
Yeah.
Too sweet, and if it's biscuits, then it's got to be Hobnobs.
It's all about the Wonka bar, man, with that crackling and that chocolate. And it's all that crackling and about.
Wonka bar.
It actually is like Charlie in a Chocolate Factory Wonka bar. And it's just like
I got a golden ticket.
Got crackling sweets.
The other one, the chocolate with chili, the dark chocolate with chili. Ooh, that's nice.
Oh God!
Anything by Cadbury's is just gonna be nice.
All right. Waffle Dolphin said for Loki, he meant for Arena, so that was not the tier 4, 5, and 6. So for Arena, same thing with your Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. What team are you using, and what are the mods? What's your priority for the mods and stuff?
Oh yeah, I forgot he did ask for the modding question. So you can go like all health. I'm sorry, not all health. All offense. So like offense set, with like offense triangle and offense cross, but then throw like a health set in there to get his health up to like, just off the top of my head, like 120k. And then you want your offense at like, I think with an offense set you can get like 11k or 12k offense with that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the arena team I'm seeing right now that's super easy climb is that it's like Supreme Leader Kylo lead with Hermit Yoda and Watt and Crew, and then I think you can throw Hux or you can throw Sith Trooper in there, and that's a pretty easy climb with all the my shard, like the top 20 is all the Rey Jedi teams, so that team for me, if you want an easy climb, that's the way to go right now.
All right. Heinzie from Darth Ren. Question: Heinzie, you're at 387 followers on Twitch. Are you still going to paint your whole head when you get to 500 followers and become the human emoji?
Okay.
Is this a thing? Did you say this?
Yeah, I did. Okay, so let's go through this. Okay, for anyone that does know me, Harpoons and Beard does get a bit wild. That's how we roll. That particular evening, we may have partaken in a few too many ales, and stupid things were decided, which happens quite often with me. However, one thing I will say is I will back it up. If anyone's watched the video where I gear 13 Rose Tico dressed up as Reese Tico, will attest to that.
I'm just going to let that just sit there in everyone's mind for a moment.
Good to know.
Like 7-star character.
Sweary? Sorry, I heard Sweary.
So I'm showing Sweary a picture of Jedi Knight Luke.
The
question is, this is a really important game question. What's your opinion on his eyebrows?
Oh. Okay, let me have a look. I mean, they're kind of bushy, but he's got like a menacing arch there. So I guess, yeah. Looks like a tough nut.
So he can kill just with a glare.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh my!
You know, my eyebrows was on fleek yesterday. I should have taken a picture.
Yeah, you
could send it in.
Yeah. Ranger would take tips.
Sure.
And let me show you. So we haven't done that. Look, there's Ranger.
Yeah, but he's got menacing brow too. Taking off the Luke. Oh my god, it's thingy! Is it Chewbacca? Did I get that right? No, was it a Wookiee?
No,
same
Chewbacca
thing.
Is a Wookiee. Yes.
Oh, I'm a dickhead.
She's just looking over your shoulder.
Oh, is that a Porg?
Yeah, with its head ripped off.
Yeah.
Oh,
with blood.
Porg are my people.
Yes.
Like, what do you mean?
I mean, they taste delicious.
You sound like a Porg.
They taste delicious, and they're good with white wine. So, I mean, I don't understand. It's the other white meat. Swear daughter.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't it like fish that's good with white wine? Like what?
Porgs are good too. Don't listen to Chewbacca.
Okay, so there's Neb's eyebrows.
Yeah. Oh, we doing everybody's eyebrows?
Nice shape.
Oh Lord.
Heinzy.
Iron knob.
Heinzy's iron knob. Yes. Yeah, he's Australian. You see, he can't have a gold member. He has to have an iron member.
Oh, we have. That's how we roll down under. Don't worry about that, people.
Oh,
and Loki.
Down under.
Loki's eyebrows.
Yup. See, everyone's got a good brow. You're all going to your eyebrow ladies and tipping them. I can
Jedi
tell.
Master Adastra is hiding hers, but she can tell you herself that they're probably on point. She gets her eyebrows done by Jedi. So.
Yep, they got lightsaber using the Force and that.
That's it.
Oh
right.
God.
Sorry.
That was important information to know.
Just to do a really important.
Yeah, that was very important.
Review. I'll mute us now. And do you want to say goodbye in your own?
Oh no.
Way again?
What? No.
No.
Thank you, Sweary. There's only so many
F-bombs. I've never seen you
F-bombs
blush like that before.
Yes, thank you, Sweary. Thank you. God, thank you. Oh, so many F-bombs. All right.
Say bye to YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye, Sweary.
Good day.
God. All right. Next question to you, Lady Adasher from Buzzsaw. Question. It says, looks like Jedi Knight Luke is a potential Jedi GLK killer. Do you really think Luke will be on defense for TW? It might, or will it be better to keep him as a counter? What do you think for that question?
Yes.
Could you expand on that?
He's gonna be able to go either way because of his viability. He's gonna be able to take on pretty much anything. And then defensively, I can see that too because of the newness, and no one's really figured out exactly what to really counter him with.
Mm-hmm.
But on that same note, no one's really figured out the perfect team for him that he would lead. You know,
Okay.
We're doing all of our tests and experiments, of course. But I would fully expect to see him on defense though, because of that. Since we already have known counters to all the Galactic Legends, he's kind of just this extra team that you can fill in to be another counter potentially, or have it on defense to be like, all right, what are you gonna use against this? Are you gonna overkill it, or are you gonna mess up on it? Because there's all these options of what to put with them. You know, you put a fast Jedi with him, and then you can immediately swap, and then he'll get a turn. So there's a lot of potential for some fun defensive combinations. I personally have been having a lot of fun with him on offense, so I'm kind of more inclined in that direction.
Who are you using him with on
Definitely
offense?
see for Grand Arena TW purposes, though, depending on your guild, how many you have, and the options. It's definitely going to be yet another combination that can be done. And on that note, I still wish for the high-end TW matches that we could go to 35 per zone now, because we just have a million options. It feels like we need something to shake up TW again.
I will try. You just inspired me to try. I lost instantly.
What was that?
I was just going to say, is the real reason why he's on the fence because you just can't decide? I'm going back to that question again.
Really much.
At year 12, he gets one shot by Kylo for the record. I just tried.
You tried to take on Kylo with him?
Yeah, instantly one shot.
That's not
ouch.
Good.
Back to the drawing board and some rows. I will, Adastra. Give me some time. The piggy bank's empty. I gotta take it slow and steady.
All right. Anybody else?
He is a beast. Like, it is so easy to get him high offense, high damage, and he just destroys. Like, it is so satisfying.
All right. Let's get to the next question. We'll go back to you for Loki because Waffletopf is trying to clarify. He says, clarifying, my question was pertaining to how to mod him for Arena and GAC, and what's the best team comp for each. I should have worded that better. He says, sorry. So for Arena, who would you use? How would you mod him? And then GAC, what are you doing with him? Keeping him on defense, offense? How you modded him? What are you using?
I mean, you can run straight first order in Arena. I think it's a little bit tougher to climb, but I mean, you could leave it overnight and people are going to have issues with it. So you can do Supreme Kylo lead and then have all the first order around them. So like crew, first order stormtrooper, Sith trooper, and then Hux, I guess is what it is. And if you're going to go Grand Arena, you can use that team on both offense or defense. It doesn't matter. It depends on your opponent, but I wouldn't have any issues. I mean, for me, I could put 2 Galactic Legends down and just muscle through it, but it depends. That team alone on offense, I mean, it'll be also good against a Ray team if your GAC opponent has a Ray team, and you want to keep it for offense. So
okay.
It's the same strategy. You just keep giving turn meter Supreme Leader Kylo, get his ultimate charged up, and then start siphoning the Ray teams or the teams in Arena and keep doing the AoE and stealing their stats with his ability.
Okay.
Depending on your roster strength, you can actually save the crew, Hux, Mr. Red squad as its own squad.
That's true.
And you can throw in the pilot and first order officer and first order stormtrooper because they all give, so you've still got your assists and everything going on, and you can, I mean, that team as well can work. So you can really play around with the first order and actually produce and run 2 really strong squads rather than 2 watered down squads, which is normally what happens.
I'd be real hesitant to put Sith Trooper with him on defense just because it opens up so many options with Padme and stuff. Like Sith Trooper, like you mentioned, I think often you might want to keep him off because if anybody knows that Padme 501st manipulate the AI tactic, they're gonna get you if you got Sith Trooper on the team.
Okay.
I wouldn't anticipate that lasting very long, but yeah, the AI is really, really dumb with Kylo. Really, really dumb. Like you don't even need to put a tech on 5. They'll just instantly the whole team will just target him over and over and over again.
It's done for you on your team, but it's good for the community because it does mean that you can actually beat it.
Yes,
so I mean, I'd kind of say hats off to the devs for giving us a backdoor way of actually beating that. Because otherwise, for now.
Yeah.
All right.
And then if you do take off Red, he still has Sith synergy. Some people forget about that. So I've been combining him with Palpatine just for fun.
He's really good with Vader lead too, because every time he attacks, he's got a chance to remove turn meter. Every time he assists, so he's pretty good under Vader lead too, Zeta or not. So.
Oh, I was like, I don't have this Zeta on Vader,
brilliant,
so.
All right,
He's a great kind of in nondescript tune. He's one of the best.
I think he's one of the best characters in the game. Yeah, he's awesome.
Okay, we are at the top of the hour. I just want to remind everybody that's watching, if you could stop what you're doing and give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, please do. It helps the channel out. And also check out these other channels that are linked down below. We'll get everybody a chance to pimp their stuff when we end the stream here in the next hour or so. All right, so back into the questions. Let me look here real quick. Well, Darth Ren's for everybody. If anybody, whoever wants to answer, says for Lightside GOTB, how many stars is everyone is getting this time? My guild, we're going for 20. I don't know where everybody else is at. Heinzie, where are you guys at for stars?
21, going to be close to 22.
Okay. Locomotive?
Yeah. Sorry?
Checking right now. I don't know where we're at.
What do you think you might get?
I think we're shooting for 22.
Okay.
No, we got 25.
I don't know. I haven't been watching. We're at 20 now, so
we got 25 last time, so we're gonna get 25 again.
So
we're going for 25.
There you go. So next time,
my guild got 25. I'm assuming you guys did too, because you're right there with us.
We're going for 25.
Oh, God.
All over it.
Mike, what about you, Mike? Michael W. Huntington III?
42. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong question, wasn't it?
That's always the answer.
That's always the answer. Yeah. I love it. Every time I log into the game, it says, "Welcome back, Zaphod." It's just because of my game center name. I think we're around 22. I think something like that.
Okay. What about you, Gom?
Okay, yeah, I think if everything goes correctly, I think we'll get our first 45-star in the Lightside Hoth TB today.
Okay, you're doing Hoth Lightside TB. Okay.
No, I think we're going 20. I think we have a chance at 23, but it's going to take perfection. I'm not sure. 22, 23 is what we're going for.
Yeah. All right, let me get to the next question.
Waffle to address Waffle Dolphin's question, that team Loki suggested with Watt and Hermit Yoda, I just tried it. That team's awesome. I never tried that before. That was a good suggestion. That was pretty easy against Ray.
All right, Nathaniel Morgan says, question, did Swery just say on fleek in a real life sentence? I think so, Mike. Is that what she said?
Yes, she did.
Okay. Darth
I don't know what it means, but yes, she did.
Darth Ren, question, Heinzie, would you like to see an Old Republic trilogy movie?
Yeah. Who wouldn't?
Yeah, everybody would want to. I think Jedi Master would stroke out with all the Old Republic Jedi running around with lightsabers.
I was gonna say, I would love to see that.
Oh,
only if Jon Favreau directs.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, I was actually. I mean, I loved Thrones before they stuffed it up at the end. I was a bit of a fan of Thrones. When I heard that they were writing something, I thought Old Republic, good fit, no worries. Then that died. I'm pretty confident with our boy Taika Waititi, though, to be honest. We've seen his work. He knows what he's doing. I think that he's going to certainly bring something really innovative and fun back to Star Wars generally. Give Favreau and Filoni the keys to Lucasfilm, please.
What about if the Wachowski brothers did it and had Keanu Reeves as Revan?
Oh God! That
my man, I'm drooling.
That's so nice.
It's so
Think of all the flips and all the force powers that had come out in that movie with what they did with the Matrix.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if
not even that, just John Wick? John Wick, man. Darth Revan meets John Wick.
Tarantino's last movie was Star Wars.
Oh, that'd be so amazing.
Which lightsaber is it? The one that says "bad mother"?
Mace lives. You bring Mace back, you just drop F-bombs everywhere right through it.
Basic mother. Do you speak it?
Say no rework
Can I get
again.
Swery back to do some sound bites?
What ain't no planet in the galaxy I ever heard of? All right, so we got some questions more coming in. Here's another one, and I want to kind of get into Jedi Knight Luke's kit and everything with this. So I'm going to throw this out. Whoever wants to answer can, but it's question: how many teams can Luke and Hermit Yoda two-man? I think that will be his primary GAC use. Who agrees with that and who disagrees with that? And then let's talk about Luke's kit and some teams and Theorycraft on this for a little bit. Hermit, Yoda, and Luke, how many teams GAC wise do we think he can win? And do you think this is a legitimate strategy for using him in GAC?
I would. I mean, yeah, Luke, Hermit. Yeah, I would as a duo. Yeah, if we were just talking duos, I would go Luke. I would go Jedi Knight Luke and Ezra. Throw Hermit Yoda in there as a third. Then that would be a perfect undersized team. I think that would turn over so many That would turn over so many A teams. It really, really would. Ezra and Hermit Yoda. Oof. Especially if Ezra's relic, because he hits like a truck.
Yes, I agree with that exact statement, because that's Ezra is one I've been using with Luke, and for that reason, they just beasted up together. I mean, Luke is already a powerhouse too, and you just make sure Hermit Yoda is as fast as possible, so then you're gonna get the first movement, and you're just gonna destroy. So I can definitely see that being very viable against all these B team, A teams. I mean, it'd be fun to put it to the test of how high up can it go? Like, what can it kill? Obviously, like, could it kill a Jedi Knight Revan team just with them, or a Darth Revan team with just them? Which, I'm thinking it's possible. If you get that first movement, you are hitting the ground running. So it's, yeah, I look forward to another 3v3 grounder, too.
It's going to be a nightmare in 3 versus 3.
That's the first thing I thought of as well. I think it's going to be interesting to see how he plays that in 3v3 when we get back around to that type of format for sure. I think that there's going to be some fun theory crafting with that, certainly.
Well, let me ask. So let's go for each portion. Jedi Knight Luke for Arena. Where are we using him? Who are we using him with? Are we running him lead? Are we running him with Jedi Knight Rey? And how effective do we think that'll be? Start Jedi Master Dash and go around for Arena. What would be the team that you would use for Jedi Knight Luke? And if you are using him, what are you using him on right now?
Yeah, I've been alternating different combinations, testing out his lead, seeing what he can do. I mean, with his lead, I can take down the 501st gas teams. He can handle them. I've been trying his lead against the Galactic Legends, and that's not going too well. That's pretty difficult. I could start off pretty decently, like versus Rey, for example. I can get her to the damage immunity part, and then I die pretty much. So I'm like,
well, who are you using with?
Kind of close, but not really. So I don't think his lead, as sad as it is to say, I don't think his lead is going to be able to stand up against Galactic Legends.
Okay.
So you're going to need to call in an assist from the Galactic Legend killer, Jedi Knight Revan. So, that's already been proven. So then you just throw different combinations that way, and there you go. Have at it. But
so for Arena, so for Luke, if you're not using him as lead, what would be the team that you would use in Arena with him?
Yeah, that's with the Jedi Knight Revan.
Well, but you say Jedi Knight Revan. Who's the other Jedi with Jedi Knight Revan that you're using with?
I've been testing out different combinations, so I'm undecided of what's the best setup. I am a fan of Ezra still, just for that combination where you can call and then he gets some attacks, but it's not quite as good with not being under the leadership of Luke. It's more fun having the Ezra combination when Luke is the leader.
Okay.
But it still kind of works with Jedi Knight Revan as the lead, because I'm trying to use just instead of the obvious teams, Jedi Knight Revan, Gas, the already known killer team that's out there. So I've been trying different combos. Ayla, I've been using Ayla and Ezra as my duo, and then Luke. So that's been kind of a trio that I've been working around. So just trying out different combinations, and then like a tank in there. You can do like GK or Obi or Kanan for those of us that have him Zetaed. And so I'm just trying out a bunch of stuff. But if you're trying to take on a Galactic Legend, you're going to need the Jedi Knight Revan lead. Absolutely. I mean, So, I mean, at least at this point in time, I haven't found a team with Jedi Luke lead that can kill a Galactic Legend team. At best, I can maybe wound it, but I have yet to have success in having a win. But I'm going to keep at it, 'cause I'm determined, and I want to put him through his paces.
All right. Anybody else using Jedi Knight Luke in Arena? We'll get into JC here in a second. Using him as... What team are you using him on? Are you using him as a lead with some Jedi, or are you using him on, like, say, a Jedi Knight Rey team? And what are your results been so far, if you have? Loki, Gom, anybody like that? Want to pipe in? Pinesy, anybody?
Yeah.
Kind of back up what she was saying. Like, we had a guy, Cup was on our stream last night. It was about 4 hours in. I was super sauce. I don't remember exactly the mechanics he was using, but we were beating Rey on the stream with Jedi Knight Revan lead. With Luke, with Gas, with GK, I think Watt. So yes, it's a super team, but if you could beat a GL without a GL, I think it's worth it. So I think he's got some viability in Arena. Just Gak, we'll see. I don't really have a good answer for Grand Arena yet.
Yeah, let's get into Grand Arena then. What do we use? Where do we use Jedi Luke, and who do we use them with on GAC? See, that's the thing that, Arena's one thing because you're putting your best with the best, right? GAC is a little different. That's a whole nother animal altogether. So whoever has some thoughts, pipe in.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I've been trying to split up the teams in mind for a Grand Arena setting and a TW setting. Because Arena, you're going to just make these super teams to make it easier in your climb and make it hard on your opponents to try to get through your teams. But again, that's where we can see it either way right now with him being on defense as an extra team. Put a Hermit Yoda, a fast Hermit Yoda with him on defense, so you're guaranteed that first movement, and if you're gonna do some damage. So I can definitely see some fun defense teams in Grand Arena on the next set. So I'm looking forward to that.
All right, anybody else thoughts on GAC?
I'd very much like to see what Jedi Knight Luke, Hermit Yoda, Ezra with a Chase in that lineup for the health regen, and obviously Baze for the taunting. I'd love to see what something like that does.
Okay.
Just to keep, just to really stretch out that survivability on Jedi Knight Luke and Ezra, because obviously you've got the health regen from Hermit Yoda, you've got the mass assist. I think something like that has the potential to really survive and knock the crap out of some A teams on offense.
All right, Darth Ren question for everyone, and we'll start with you, Mike, and then we'll just have everybody can give their thoughts. Darth Ren says,
I can't stand by.
Simply Red standing by. Darth Ren, do you think the road ahead will be canceled again this month? Haven't got it. We're at the 20th of June.
I can tell you the road ahead. Money. Buying stuff. That's what the road ahead is. I can't tell you what stuff at this moment in time, but that's the road ahead.
But are we getting it, or are they
make
going to
moving sounds and play the game?
Yeah, but that being said, in all seriousness, do we think we're getting the road ahead? Do you think it's going to get delayed? What are your thoughts? Because it's the 20th of June, we still haven't got anything.
I don't. Looking where we are in the month, the road ahead will be July or August. Personally, I think it's going to allude to more of the 40th anniversary of the Empire. I think that's where we're going to be going, and probably more hope from my side that ships actually get something.
All right, everybody else, who has thoughts on this? Do we think we're getting the road
I think
ahead?
it depends what's coming in July. If there's anything worthy of note, because the road ahead normally, 3 months? It's the fiscal month, so that would have been April, May, June. Yeah. So are we at the end of this quarter? Yes. So it'd have to be then the next road ahead would be for July, August, September, and then I believe is it 3 months?
Yeah,
it has to be, isn't it? Because so every 3 months is the road ahead. They never would pull out a road ahead for something that's far in the future. For the next kind of quarter, it'll always be for that quarter. of when it's coming out, I would believe. So, yeah, you've probably missed this road ahead. There's not going to be one. It will probably be July, August, September would be the next one. So I'd say July for stuff that's coming in that quarter.
I mean, because they said last month, because we hadn't had one, that they were going to put it in June because they were working on stuff and things of that nature. So go ahead.
Someone did the calculations. Actually, I think it was Scotty McLaren, I think, did the calculations. And obviously we've got the Jedi Luke event at the moment that goes still for, was it at least 4 or 5 days, 6 days still to go.
The 25th,
There's 2 weekends as well after that between now and then. I think there's like a 7 or 8 day window of June to get out this road ahead. So that's if that's this month. Pretty small window. It can certainly happen. I think we're probably on the less likely side of things than likely to get it, unfortunately, just with the time frame.
Yeah.
But hey, man, we didn't even know we were farming for Luke until 3 or 4 days ago. Let's be honest. So anything's possible, but it's probably less likely than more likely.
All right.
I'm optimistic that we are still going to get a road ahead this month, but I'm pessimistic as to whether it's going to be, what we want.
Right.
So optimistic that we'll still get a road ahead this month, but pessimistic that it's going to be like, wow, yeah, that's great, because their track record.
It's got to be good. It's got to be good. I mean,
I reckon they're working on something big.
Yeah.
That's
well, they said
right.
I've got my fingers crossed that this new framework that they're working on is just a game changer. Like, really, like we're like, Dumb and Dumber. Just when we think you couldn't do anything more dumber, you go ahead and do something and totally redeem yourself. I mean,
but yeah, but the irony in it, right? And this is the funny part is, so they want to kind of recode the old code because times have changed since 2015. So if they're having to convert data into an older code, that's going to be a nightmare. That's going to take, that's going to cause so many bugs.
They've been working on it since last year, so yeah.
Yeah, it would take a long time, and depends on the resources they've got. But if you have a look at any other game studio, it's kind of like making a PS4 game to fit a PS2. Like converting, look at the Switch imports that come from games, and they're just terrible. Think of all like working with older code or code that isn't to what they would use on their systems. But I'm hoping, they're going to come out with something good. But the irony of it could be is that what happens when they put all this code and they've got it in and they just drop character after marquee after marquee, and they're just literally just loads of marquee. Then everyone's going to be like, stop releasing characters.
All right.
Taking back August.
Yeah. There's a lot of fun questions. I'm skipping through all those right now. Go ahead, Matt.
Just to tag on to that, road ahead, if it's next quarter, of course, Mando, Grief, and Cara Dune will be farmable, as will the Y-Wing and the TIE Bomber. So maybe something surrounding that. We'll get the baddie from the Mandalorian come in or something. Ex-Empire and new stormtroopers.
All right. Next question. This is a really good one, and I'm going to throw this to you, Gom. And the question is, and we can throw it up to everybody, but the question is from Adele Masad Rahman. I'm sorry if I stole your name. I said that wrong. But the question is, do you think there will be a Jedi Knight Luke team that will beat every non-Galactic Legend team on offense without using Gas, GK, GMY, and Jedi Knight Revan?
I think it's possible, but you're probably going to need GK. I think what you just mentioned is realistic. I think GK will be the one that you'll have to peel off to make the very best. What I'm interested in seeing is you're going to have to either dissect your JKR or your Padme team to make the very best Jedi Luke team.
Yeah,
we're talking very best, like the best team you can make. I'm interested to see what people do with like Padme, because you've got GK, you've got Jedi Knight Anakin, who I don't think we've even mentioned on this screen, is an option. So it'll be interesting to see what people do with the older meta teams now that we have a newer meta team. Yes.
Anybody else thoughts on this?
Kiadi's coming.
Oh, sorry. Carry on, Mike.
No. Sorry. No, all I was going to say is that Kiadi. I mean, he's going to be becoming, like 6 and 7 star for all the top guilds, and he'll, allow
It
for,
doesn't
for quite a
synergize
bit.
with Jedi, does it? It's Galactic Republic.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
It's the leadership. It's I mean, he's still good with obviously light side, but it's the double bonus for Jedi that are non-Galactic Republic, isn't it?
Gotcha.
I think, if
Might work
memory
under
serves
a
me
Luke
correct.
lead. But I think some of his abilities and his unique, isn't it, from like Galactic Republic synergy?
Yeah, the stacking stats are with the Galactic Republic, like the bonus offense from health and all this other stuff. So yeah, again, you're gonna need to spread your Jedi even further when everybody gets in.
I think they'll probably release more Jedi. I think, it's hard to say that they'd rework the old ones. They might do at some point down the line, but maybe they'll just create, like, we know Galactic Legends now is a thing, so there'll probably be like a Galactic Legend Emperor Palpatine or Mace Windu that could be a game changer for where Luke could slot in, and that would be, like, I guess, something for the future, because as a standalone without that rebel tag on him, you can only really use him with X amount. Well, it's just Jedi, isn't it? And you could use him with Revan, but you're going to get a more buffed out Luke if you're using him with just Jedi that are not Old Republic.
I still
probably
think
going to be
that
more in the works.
I still think the Jedi Knight Luke, Ezra, Hermit Yoda 3, it's filling in those last 2 slots. It's filling it because as long as your Ezra's, well modded and relict, he's going to hit like a truck. Hermit Yoda, you want fast. I just think you need 2 really good light side, just to round off that 5-man team, whether it's for offense or defense, which is why I've permanently got in my head Chirrut and Baze, because and I do believe that if you were using Chirrut and Baze, you'd still need them relict, because Chirrut's a pain in the arse when he's taunting. Baze is a pain in the arse when he's taunting, and Chirrut, just stacking up those health, that health that health back, getting the health back. Oh, I just think something like that could potentially work, because so many of the Jedi have got the Galactic Republic tag, and like you said, do you really want to be splitting up your Padme team? Do you really want to be you want a team that has both defensive and offensive capabilities without breaking up those important A teams. Get to work, theory crafters.
All right. We have a wild Finn who has made an appearance. Finn, are you alive and well? You're muted, by the way.
I muted on Zoom this time, not just my mic. I unmuted my mic, and then
Yeah. What's going on?
I have a theory crafted team.
Oh, go for it.
I can get Adastra's thoughts on it.
Oh god.
I think it's too difficult to remove Kenobi from the Padme team. He just synergizes too well with Galactic Republic, right? But the main reason for Kenobi is a taunt. So I was thinking about it, and I was trying to figure out how you put together a team that benefits Luke, but also fills in that gap. And I was thinking plug and play characters. So what are your thoughts on a team of Jedi Knight Luke, Ezra, Kanan, Hermit Yoda, and Wat Tambor? And then Wat can force the taunt on Kanan.
Like Kanan. Oh, yeah, I hadn't thought Kanan.
Jedi Master Dasher, what do you think of Finn's Theorycraft team?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that was to me.
Yeah, he said Jedi
Yeah, that was
Master
just,
Dasher.
I wanted your opinion being the Jedi Master that you are.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That has viability for sure. That's actually, well, not with Wat, but I was using Kanan plus Ezra because I have obviously Relic 7 and Theta, all of them. But yeah, absolutely. And then on that same note, Kanan wouldn't even have to be the one. You could use anyone with the tank tag. So you could use like randoms like Mace, Jedi Knight Guardian, just to fill that role of being the tank if you don't have Kanan or whatever tank Jedi that you have available. If you're not wanting to use Old Ben or General or GK, you can use any tank to fill in. And Wat, yeah, Wat's a good answer he's such a good plug and play character. Like,
yeah.
He's ridiculous. Oh, definitely. I can see that team working.
All right.
The other character that's tanky that I was thinking on that team is Plo Koon. Because Plo Koon, one of the weaknesses is that they can't necessarily go around taunt as easily with that team, right? They're going to be stuck behind it. Plo Koon was the free-to-play solution of Sunfac back when Sunfac was released. He's I think the only other character that has a dispel on his basic. And it's a 50% chance, but still better than nothing. So a Plo Koon could potentially help with filling in the gap of trying to get around taunts on that team. So he might be a really viable tank with Luke as well. If you wanted to potentially double tank, right, and don't want to use Watt, then the other thought would be the same team of Jedi Knight Luke, Hermit Yoda, Ezra, Kanan, and then throw in a Plo Koon there, so then you get that dispel also. Plus defense up, so then it becomes difficult to kill, and Hermit Yoda just heals. It would just be a nuisance, and Luke would just keep on dealing crazy amounts of damage whenever he could.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as you have your Hermit Yoda blazing fast, so you can get that first movement and you'll hit the ground running. But if you don't have an auto taunt or Watt to force that taunt, you're going to have to, depending what you're fighting, you're going to have to brace for a turn because Kanan, he's so slow. Like, he's not going to outspeed certain characters, to get that taunt up to protect your team.
I'm fearful that Jedi Knight Luke's dominance is going to end once everybody starts getting Mandalorian and Greef.
Oh, I have Mando and Greef, so I'm
because you have to protect Luke, right? You need to protect him with these tanks, and then all of a sudden you've got, especially under Jango lead. So Jango lead could get your bounty hunters out in front of Hermit Yoda, and that could really just
and they ignore taunt.
Yeah, they don't care about taunt.
So those of you guys that have like Ranger, I think if you do see them on defense, you're going to have a lot easier time with them than.
Oh yeah, I'll burn Luke down before he even knows what hit him. Luke, no! Everybody hit Luke! Get that shit out of here! You kidding me? No, that's bad. It's bad, okay? It's bad. Let me see that. It's bad.
It's bad.
It's really bad. Okay. All right. Let's get to some more questions here. Nathan H. We throw this to anybody that did it. Says, "Are you now a Baron Administrator? I used them with the Sith Trumper to get the title. I don't even know what that title is. Does anybody know what that is?
It's for the Grand Arena. You have to use Lando and Lobot.
No, that will not be me.
I should be getting it later too.
I threw them on. I threw them on with CLS, Han, and Chewie. I attacked them on.
I guess I could do that.
I threw mine on with Darth Revan.
I thought it was a different title.
Oh God! All right. Let's see here. Question. Anybody can answer this. We'll throw it out to everybody. Question. What do you think would be the next Galactic Chase vehicle? I love the Galactic Chase. It's the best event ever. Any thoughts? Galactic Chase.
On that exciting note, I actually have to get going.
Oh, okay. Well, we don't have any fun questions. We already hit you with those already at Jedi Master Dash. So pimp your channel real quick.
Oh, you can find me on YouTube, Jedi Master Adastra. I put out a lot of Jedi content. Surprise, surprise. I uploaded an event-related one for Jedi Knight Luke because I didn't have the Vader lead Zeta, so it's a lot harder completing the final tier when you don't have that Zeta. And a few people in my guild didn't have it either, and so I helped them out. And I made this video, and if anyone else needs help when they get to that point and they don't have the spare Zeta to throw on Vader, I put out a nice little guide of how to do it without that Zeta. And then, of course, I'm uploading Luke vids. I uploaded a little one with the territory battle I attempted yesterday, and the idea of splitting up the Jedi team so I would keep a Jedi Knight Revan team intact. And I'm going to be uploading a lot more. So we're going to have arena vids pretty soon in my trials of can Luke take on a galactic legend? And in general, what can he do? And then I'll have more TV stuff and more. So it's just going to be Luke Mayhem for a while.
Hey, that's what it's all about.
Lots of fun. So,
all right.
Well, take care, everyone. Have a good rest of your day, good weekend, good week, all that good stuff.
All right.
See you, Dastra.
Cheerio.
Let's see here.
Be safe.
All right, let me look here. Anybody Galactic Chase? We think we get another tank here coming in?
The,
B-Wing or
the
something?
Galactic Chases are all kind of no-mark ships, i.e. they're not anyone famous or identified as a crew member, are they?
Yeah, but the ships themselves are iconic.
Yeah.
Not always. We did have Palpatine's shuttle.
That's
All
right.
tanks.
And the
Oh,
Ebon
Resistance.
Hut.
In
Resistance
which case
tank
I'm gonna...
and a First Order tank.
So
Yeah, I
Red
don't-
5. Red
I don't
5
know.
will be the next big chase.
I reckon.
Ooh, I like that.
I don't know what the next chase is. I'm still surprised that we haven't had as many marquees this year so far. To be honest, that still surprised me. We know that we need, and they've identified it a while ago that we need a resistance tank, some sort of a taunting tank ship, a survival one for the Radis that's missing. We know that the finalizer also needs a taunting tank as well. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a marquee out of either of those, maybe both, or a galactic chase. But my money's probably on the next ship being a marquee because it's been a while since we've had one.
All right. Next question. God. Darth Ren. I'm going to go to you, Finn, on this one. It's this question: who would you rather, Baby Yoda or Jabba the Hutt, be the next big character release?
I mean, can you really compare them? I mean, Jabba
Yeah.
the Hutt would be bigger, like bigger.
Mm.
I mean, he would have to be the bigger release.
Bigger
right?
named character, then. We'll put it
That-
like that.
I am taking the question as stated. He is going to Jabba's
All right,
going
let's
to be.
not be so goddamn literal. It's too early in the morning, Finn. Jesus. All right, let's go to
So,
someone who's
actually,
not retarded.
if they were
Oh,
to
you wanna
do
answer
it,
now? Okay.
it would be Jabba, in all honesty, because and this isn't joking around, but Jabba probably would be a character that would take up 2 character slots. Baby Yoda, I'm still convinced is going to be a 6th person, like a 6-slot filler as maybe part of the relic ability of Mandalorian. That's kind of where I'm going, and he's going to be non-targetable like the ARC Trooper turret. Jabba, if he was to come to the game, which I think is less likely than Baby Yoda, to be fair, is going to be the first 2 character occupying character, like the 2 slots. And I don't know how that would work into the game. I can't see him just filling a single slot. He just wouldn't fit. Like, legitimately, he would not fit into a single character slot somewhere. So I am curious how they would do that.
He's just big. He's just big boned. I mean, seriously. I mean,
He has no bones. He's like a big jelly. Big boned. What bones does he have?
Isn't he a slug?
Oh, do that again. Do that again, Finn.
That's my Jabba. Yeah.
If they brought in Jabba, he'd either have no attack or he could summon a Rancor. That'd be cool.
He like
If
pulls
we
out a
get
chain
Ja-
and a Twilight comes and smacks you.
Yeah.
Just a,
If
just
we
a,
get-
a very, very a one-off cinematic, Rancor. So you use his special. It's got a huge cooldown, and then they just bring out a
Galactic Legend
cinematic,
Jabba.
a Galactic Legend Jabba, and the cinematic comes out, and it's the Rancor, and it's got the 5, your opponent's 5 characters, and the Rancor just does the
Yeah, but-
smash thing, and it's got like a stupid
Oh,
15
no.
cooldown.
Nah, you're missing it. He'll drag out Slave Leia, and everyone will just drown in their own drool.
Oh, wow.
That's
There's
what.
a,
That's
there's a
what
relic
we'll
ability
be.
right there, isn't it? Dead set.
Galactic Legend Tarkin, and he kills you with a Death Star.
I can see. But see, Finn, like you said, man, with Baby Yoda, filling that extra slot like the turret with the ARC Trooper. Well, Jabba comes out and he's got, Crumb on his shoulder, man, and there's your other turret. I mean, you could make something like that work for sure.
Science. All right.
It's a
Let's see here. Jenny Talia says, question for Loki. What is your general strategy you use with the Supreme Leader Kylo Ren team Decline versus the Rey Jedi team in Arena?
Was it so the team I mentioned earlier? Is that what it is?
Well, it says, question for Loki. What is the general strategy you use with the Supreme Leader Kylo Ren team Decline versus the Rey Jedi teams in Arena? The strategy
Okay,
itself.
so I mentioned earlier in the stream I use Supreme Leader Kylo, Hermit Yoda, Watt, crew, and then I put like Hux or you could put you could put Malik in there if you wanted to, but essentially all you got to do is you put the health pack on Supreme Leader Kylo, and then you put Master's Training on Supreme Leader Kylo, and then you basically just spam his abilities. So you stun, like if you're facing like a Rey gas team, I like to stun gas. If you're facing the Rey, people are getting cute with the cheesy 5s team. So there's like Rey with 5s, Echo, gas, and Jedi Knight Revan, I guess. So I mean, you're going to be stuck behind 5s, but essentially once you get those 2 locked buffs on Supreme Leader Kylo, he's super hard to kill for the other team. And you just essentially siphon, and you build the stacks, and you AoE and get your mastery up with Kylo, and then eventually you'll just 2 minutes left in the battle, he'll just be hitting like a truck, and you can pretty much kill everybody on the Rey team. It's not too hard. You just got to have patience and get those 2 buffs on Kylo, and you should be good. So that's what I do when I climb, and I just have a bunch of Galactic Legend Rays in front of me.
All right, last legitimate question that we'll go back through for some of these fun questions from Darth Brent at everyone. Who is the toughest non-meta character you've come across at Relic 7?
Ordo.
Anybody else?
Would Scion be classed as non-meta? Yeah, I came across a really ridiculously tough Relic Scion during a GAC during last month, and it took me 3 teams to get through him. It was bonkers tough.
Okay, anybody else?
Rose Tico.
I come up against a Relic 7. Wampa can be a bit nasty if it's modded well. That's a bit brutal. I actually like Relic 7. I've got him, just had him done recently, Relic 7 Embo. When he throws that hat, man, he does some pretty wicked damage too. A little bit underrated in my view. I reckon he's pretty cool.
All right, anybody else?
Would Droidica be counted as meta?
No.
Because an R7 Droidica's nasty to
Yeah,
face.
they're pretty
Yeah,
nasty.
it is. Yeah.
All right.
We talked a lot about Ezra today, and Ezra, if you take him up in Relics, it's like a complete transformation. He turns into an actual usable character. Like, he's really, really good. Like, in terms of Relics, from like a Gear 12 character up to Relic 7, he's probably one of the better ones to do, I think, in the game, just for all the abilities he gets, all the damage. That Zeta, his big Zeta move, that really shell out tons and tons of damage once you start putting the relics on him. So yeah, I'm excited about him. He's favorited.
All right. We're gonna get to some fun questions now that I haven't touched on already. Dan B, question for everyone: what's your favorite beer? I don't drink beer. I drink bourbon, so skip me. Next, Heinzie.
Yeah, man. Okay, if
Size
we're talking,
Foster's.
Not that. Come on, man.
I know.
Have a class, bro. Okay. Partially lately, I've been trying to knock off Coronas because Corona can just go right off.
Okay, there you go.
I've been doing that. Tap beer, local one down here in Australia. Carlton Draft is the ultimate tap beer to be knocking back. It's my favourite, but
sure,
they're probably the main ones I like. Being partial a little bit to a Peroni every once in a while myself too, but they're probably some of my best ones.
All right. Anybody else?
Stella. Wife beater, but you can't get it out here. I can't find it anywhere out here, which is really annoying.
Oh god.
No, we got heaps of
I
it here.
used to love the Sapporo, the Japanese one, where the whole lid came off.
Nice.
So it was kind of like a cup. And then Draft, Guinness's Hop House 13 takes a lot of beating.
All right. Anybody else?
I posted one in the chat.
1664.
Okay.
Ooh, Cronenberg's good.
What are you saying, Gom?
So I posted one in the chat. They don't make it anymore, but it's called Even More JCS. It was 12% alcohol, just like gasoline. It was like super, super thick stout. I like the stouts. I like the high alcohol stouts.
Okay.
That was a really good one. I just looked it up, and unfortunately they don't make it anymore. So
you'd like Tenants. If you like the strong stuff, you'd like a Tenants. You'd like a
Probably.
Tenants extra strong.
All right, Finn.
What's the bottled one where it's
Not
lager with tequila?
Tequila?
That's mine.
That's
mine. Desperado.
Yeah.
Desperado.
Desperado's is mine. Yep, tequila flavored beer.
Tequila.
That's mine.
Vima's my favorite.
Okay.
They don't sell Desperados
That's what we
in this
said on the
game.
last stream, man.
God.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
All right. Nathan H. Fun question: if the Earth was destroyed to make space for an interstellar highway, where in the Star Wars universe would you want to live in?
Endor.
Naboo.
Takadana's pretty cool. It's got a good pub.
Okay. Anybody else?
Tatooine's got a great beach.
Yeah, great beaches.
Yeah. Ram Bam, are you here?
What's up?
Hey, what's going on, Ram Bam?
Crap.
Yeah. Heinz has been waiting for you to tell him everything he was wrong on, so go ahead.
I'm surprised Heinz's still alive.
We had a big night, brother. Holy
fucking hell! You're starting it off with a $1,000 dono. That was insane.
It was
How many beer smashes did you have?
About 10. Still hanging in there. Bed's looking good pretty soon, but it's been an epic last 10 hours for me, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's by far the best harpoons and beer session we've ever had. It was insane.
Well, I will be drinking heavily coming up from my Jedi Luke event, but if you but if you want to make me drink, it's going to be some serious donations because, last time I didn't, and my liver paid a price. So if I'm going to have cirrhosis, I'm going to get something out of it. So, oh, God.
Get after it.
All right. Let's see here. Buzzsaw question: who would want to try to challenge me for the title worst RNG in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes? I got you. It's called Mod Depression. I win. Let's see here.
Will Wheaton.
Will Wheaton. There you go. God, he rolled so bad, man. God, even in Critical Role, he got those ones. I was like, God damn, Will. Just ugh. Buzzsaw question: should May skills be renamed Basic Mother Effer, Special Mother Effer, Unique Mother Effer, and Shatterpoint Mother Effer?
They're not worth it.
Yeah,
I got this one. This one. He can just take a seat.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, Heinzie.
I added in. He missed out the best one of all, and I will strike down upon thee.
Oh yeah.
With furious
anger.
Furious anger.
Those who try to oppress and poison my brothers, and you shall know that I am the Lord when I lay my
vengeance upon thee.
Now there used to be some stuff I used to say to a Sith. I just thought of some cold-blooded shit to say to Sith before I killed them.
But what about snakes on the plane?
Oh yeah. We just change out snakes for Sith. I'm sick of these. I can't even say it, man. It's too...
Go on, you want to do it, Ranger?
No, I'm not going to do it. All right, Curtis on Fire says, question, can our Brits say quarter mole, please?
Quarter.
1
quarter portion.
Quarter. Are you saying quarter or quota? I missed that.
Portion.
1 quarter portion.
Oh God. Quartar. All right, and we gotta say it's a good quote right there. Let me tell you.
25 cents.
There you go. And I think that's everything. Real quick, I think that's all the fun questions. We're gonna get into pimping real quick because we got a busy day for your RSG. We got some GAC to do, and then I'm gonna go right into the Jedi Knight Luke event.
Oh, did you actually get all the stuff you needed this time?
Yeah, I just needed those 6 pieces. I had to wait, man. I just, and so I did 250 351 50 refreshes. Got the 6. I was like, you goddamn.
Good job.
You sons of a bitch. That son of a... the things we do to see. And it's all to see me suffer doing the event, so that should be really nice. I'm just doing this for misery. All right, I think that's all the fun questions. So what we're going to do is allow everybody to pimp their stuff. Still stay tuned on this channel because right after this, I'm going to write in GAC. Ain't going to take long. And then probably 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern, we'll set up the event for Ranger getting the Jedi Knight Luke. That should be great. Oh boy.
Do it.
Yeah, I got alcohol ready for this and
do it.
And oh boy, shit. All right.
How was your Jedi Luke event there, Heinzie?
Yeah, man, smashed it out in the end. Thanks to Fulbright, he's a superstar. Did it in 3 hours. Absolutely thrilled. Got it all done and dusted, and fun event. Very, very fun event.
Yeah, and everybody on
best
the
event that they've ever done, right?
I reckon that one is as much fun as I mentioned earlier on as the Ray event was. I like the cinematics with Ray. It reminded me a lot of that, and I thought that was a lot of fun.
All right. So let's let everybody pimp their stuff. Of course, the panel is more than welcome to stay here right after this for my GAC, and if they want to hang out and come back for when I do Jedi Luke, it'll be Open to all. All right, the Nev. Where can folks check you out at?
People can check me out at the Escape Podcast. Twitch TV /Escape Podcast. I'll be doing my GAC probably about an hour after you, Ranger. And looking forward to the end of this first week of GAC so that we can do the first live showing with stats of GA Center. But I'm also going to quickly pimp something that there's been buzzing around all week, because there are a lot of awesome content creators who are doing guest awards. But if you check out Dickie Darkside's SWGOH award show tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern, he's having a little bit of fun with creating some awards there. I think you're presenting one of the awards, aren't you, Ranger?
No.
Somebody from RSG is presenting an award.
I don't know about this.
Yeah,
You know about
somebody from RSG is presenting an award. Rangers presenting, Warriors presenting an award. Basically, there's a bunch of content creators.
Now, I might be still doing the Jedi Knight Luke event when this shit's going on. What are you talking about?
Yeah, so if you want to check that out, that's going to be Dickie Darkside's Swaggy Awards show.
Make sure you
that's
check that out.
That's going to be a lot of fun tonight. So, just piling everything, all my time and effort into the new show that's going to be on Twitch probably a day or so after the week. As soon as this GAC week is finished, that's going to be a lot of fun.
All right. And when is that today? The awards one will be tonight at 6 p.m. You said?
Yeah, the awards one is tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, Heinzie, what's going on with you, buddy, over there at the ANZGC?
Well, before I start, brother, I do want to congratulate all you absolute superstars at RSG for your 5K subs, fellas.
Thank you for that. Yes,
congratulations, absolutely well deserved, and to be honest, it should be a lot higher than that. You guys are putting out some wicked work, guys. 119 watching now, 57 thumbs up. Get that done. Come on. Get them up there for these guys. They deserve it. Okay. Heinzie, ANZGC will be going live again on Monday morning, America time. So have your breakfast, grab your coffee, come and join us while I'm smashing beers. Very similar to what we're doing now. The morning GAC effort is what we do, your time during the week, and then the Gridsy sessions on Friday night. Around 10:30 Mountain Time, I think it is, which happened last night. It was a lot of fun. So we try and do a bit for the Australian during the week. It's a good time zone for them. Look after the legends up north as well on the weekends. So come and join us, guys. It's a hell of a lot of fun, and you never know what the hell's going to happen.
You sure don't. Michael W. Huntington III, what are you doing over on YouTube?
What am I doing? I'm going to be uploading my GAC round. I faced this time around. I faced a relict Clone War Chewbacca in a squad where it was quite interesting. And spoiler alert, I did achieve the Lando and Lobot thing.
Okay, very nice.
So that's in there, and Yorkies, and just messing about with Jedi Knight Luke in Arena. I put out my TB attempts, and just general stuff.
All right, rock and roll. Master Skywalker, you have anything to pimp?
I'm just a simple man trying to make a simple living in this universe,
No, nothing.
Like, I could pimp out some things, but not my channel.
What do you mean? I'm just gonna. Okay, moving on. Good old Maurice. Just go for it, brother.
I am one half of Operation Metaverse. The other's Team Money. We stream Thursdays at 10:30. We did stream an extremely long stream the other night. It was filled to the brim with all sorts of stuff. I kind of wish we would have separated now, but we did my Luke event. That's like the first hour and a half of the show. And then we had some guys from the guild join us, and we've been talking for weeks how you guys should try to do the cam mission in your guild and the Zoom and do them all together. We actually demonstrated that. We had a couple guild mates come in. Team Money did hers live. Just taking time, every single move. It's you kind of as a group decide what's the best move. And then we had Cup on to show gameplay. As I mentioned earlier, he did eventually take down a Ray with the right comp. It destroys Grievous teams. It destroys everything pretty much not Galactic Legends. it was cool to see. I got really intoxicated about the 3-hour mark and started jibber jabbering and slurring. It's sure it was a terrible time for all, but every Thursday.
All right. And Finn, do you want to pimp the RSG stuff, my friend?
We have nothing going on. We're
No,
boring.
we're pretty boring. Yeah, besides.
So we had
Talk about the video you did first before you go.
Yeah, so yesterday
Really good.
did or 2 days ago, we did the event with Loki. Loki did the Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker event live with everyone, and we worked through kind of what to do in each of the tiers. At 2 a.m. this morning, we released the Jedi Luke event guide. So if you guys have any questions about what to do and what we would recommend, head to the guide and you guys can get something. There is a breakdown by tiers as well in the description, so you can go to specific timestamps to figure out all the little details that we figured out as we did the event. That's available for you. So we're doing our Jedi Academy now at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Then Ranger's going to jump into his GAC, followed by his Jedi Knight Luke event, followed by me, then later going on Twitch to do my GAC.
We should do your GAC first, so we'll do my GAC.
I'm going to do it later because I'm also going to do Clash of Clans attack.
I don't know how long the Jedi Knight Luke event's going to be, so...
Well, I have it planned later because I had
Are you
stuff to do
drinking
before.
when you're doing it, Ranger?
What's that?
You know, some bevies.
Ranger doesn't need an
some
excuse to
bourbon.
drink. Nothing has changed, Smithy. What the hell? Ranger needing an excuse to drink. What?
Now Finn's
what parallel dimension of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes do you think you came back to, Smithy?
So
what time is this?
Well, we'll do it right after my GAC.
Time is it? It's noon. That's like 4 hours past when Ranger started drinking. What? I mean,
I still have a job, Jeff.
It's in 4 hours
yeah, I
time.
know. Look at Heinz polishing it off.
Yeah, in 4 hours time.
We'll do my
Or is
GAC.
it
So Finn,
in
this is what we'll do. We'll do my GAC real quick. We'll knock it out fast. Then we'll shoot for like 1:30 p.m.
Oh, yeah, tell me
We'll do
more.
the Jedi Knight Luke event. You can hop on. We'll go through.
Yeah, take your time. I'm probably not going to do my stuff until like 5 or something. And we have Clash of Clans. We have our GAC, or 4. Sorry, I think I have to do it 4 to get
if you
my
want to do the
GAC.
Jedi Knight Luke stuff, because I want you were going to direct me using the guide. I'll be the guinea pig. And
I'll try and be there. I'll try and be there.
So
I just had
we'll
some-
shoot for 2 for the Jedi Knight Luke event.
But then 7 p.m. we have Good and Bad, the new weekly episode that we released. So we'll have the premiere of that. It's not a live stream, but I will be in the chat chatting with you guys. So that's at 7 p.m. Then
Any
tomorrow
more
we have
wrestlers in
D&D.
Star Wars?
What's that?
God, that was so much fun. We need to continue that. I need to. Yeah, that spawned an idea,
You missed
Smithy.
it,
That's
Ranger.
probably really bad.
You missed, you missed it, Ranger. We just went off. We went off rails and just cast loads of wrestlers as Star Wars characters.
Okay, very
On
nice.
stream.
All right.
It all started with Rey's Degeneration X against Palpatine.
Yep.
Break down the.
And Ray, every time before she does her E, breaking down, just going off and doing her thing.
Who did we have? Did we settle on Hulk Hogan being Luke and
hold on, yeah.
Triple
So
H
we had
being,
Hulk
Padme
Hogan
and,
being Luke. We had Kane being Vader. We had the Ravishing Rick Rude as Lando.
Who was the Undertaker?
We actually don't have anyone for Taker yet.
What? Get the piss out of here.
We did not find a good person for Taker.
Nihilus, nobody
We
like
still
that.
we only
Treya.
got through part of this. So
Okay.
Leia
Did
as
Triple H,
Undertaker.
didn't
We're
we,
done.
as,
Right there.
All right, who's John Cena?
And,
John Cena was going to be the Mandalorian.
you can't see him.
Because you can't see him.
Da, 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 da.
HBK was Anakin. Wasn't
Undertaker could be the new Pelt from episode 9.
Oh god.
He was like
It's like-
Triple H saying to Sean, you're breaking my heart. You're going down a path I can't follow.
All right, so we're gonna go ready for my GAC. Anybody here is welcome to stick around while we do that. I'm gonna flip it over probably about 12:10. Give me 5-10 minutes. We'll go right into GAC. We'll have some fun with GAC. Then at right after that, I'll set the event. Finn, if you want to set the event for 2 for my event for the Galactic Luke event for 2, and so we'll do that, and then we'll have all kinds of stuff. But do me a favor, guys, hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. Again, thank you for 5K subs. That's a big deal, and we're climbing past that and moving up past 5K now. Also, do me another favor, all these wonderful guys here and gals, Jedi Masters Dasher, go to their channels, check out their stuff. They come here on a Saturday morning or Sunday night somewhere in the world, to answer your questions, to hang out, and to help you guys. Show them some love. Watch their videos, give them a thumbs up, subscribe, show them some love in return. Is just to say thank you for being here and your appreciation for them taking the time out of their busy days in life and stuff going on to be here to help you guys with your game play as well. All right, with that, we're going to call this one done. Get ready for some GAC action at 12:10 p.m. is what we'll shoot for. So that gives anybody a chance that's going to hang out with me to go drain the main vein and get some more beer or bourbon or whatever it is. You know what? I think I'm going to go get me some bourbon. Why not? Screw it. It's only 11 o'clock in the morning here, but I might as well start my alcohol.
I'll have one with you.
All right.
When you stream your Jedi Luke event?
In 2 hours.
I might get some beers then.
Yeah, get some beers. Yeah, we'll all hang out. We'll be on the lunch Zoom. Same Zoom. You can just jump in here. Ram Bam, you're more than welcome to hang out after we get done here.
This isn't the lunch one.
All right, so we'll keep it in the Jedi Academy one. So if you want to come jump in, you can. We got Ram Bam here. If he can hang out, that's fine. So we'll do that. So with that, we're going to call this one done. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in a few minutes for JAC. We'll see you at 2 o'clock for Jedi Knight Luke. 10 hours after that, when I'm done, we'll probably, in between, we'll have Finn do his Twitch stuff over on for his JAC. We'll have the good and bad at 7 o'clock p.m. And then tomorrow we'll be back after we're rested for some more Star Wars Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition for you guys tomorrow at 5 p.m. So a lot of stuff. As I said, this is going to be a busy weekend for us. So have a great rest of your day, and we will see you soon. Peace out.